Listen to me and listen carefully. What if I told you that the very essence of money, the fundamental nature of wealth itself, has been hidden from you your entire life? What if I revealed to you that money is not what you think it is, not what they taught you, not what society has programmed you to believe? You see, money is not paper, it is not metal, it is not even numbers on a screen. Money is energy. And like all energy, it flows according to universal laws that govern this entire universe. Laws that I discovered during my 25 years of intensive study with the most successful individuals of our time. Laws that Andrew Carnegie himself whispered to me in confidence. Laws that Henry Ford applied to build his empire. Laws that Thomas Edison used to illuminate the world. But here's what the powerful don't want you to know. They don't want you to understand that you are already connected to this infinite source of energy. They don't want you to realize that you have been blocking your own flow of wealth through mental barriers that were programmed into you from childhood. They profit from your ignorance. They thrive on your limitation. They build their fortunes on your poverty consciousness. Right now, as you listen to these words, there is enough wealth energy in this universe to supply every human being with abundance beyond imagination. Yet 98% of humanity struggles, suffers, and settles for mediocrity. Why? Because they have never learned the truth about money's energetic nature. They have never been taught how to align themselves with the cosmic forces that govern wealth creation. They remain trapped in the illusion that money is scarce, that they must struggle to earn it, that they are somehow unworthy of abundance. This is not motivation. This is instruction. What I am about to share with you is not theory. It is not philosophy. It is not wishful thinking. It is scientific principle, natural law, cosmic truth that has operated since the beginning of time. The wealthy know this secret. The successful apply these principles. The powerful guard this knowledge jealously. But today, in the next few minutes, you will learn what took me decades to discover. You will understand why money has eluded you, why your efforts have been misdirected, why your results have fallen short of your dreams. More importantly, you will discover how to reverse this condition immediately, how to align yourself with the universal flow of wealth energy, how to become a magnet for money, a conductor of prosperity, a channel for infinite abundance. Do you understand what I'm telling you? The difference between the wealthy and the poor is not education. It is not background. It is not luck or circumstances or connections. The difference is consciousness. The wealthy understand money as energy. They work with universal principles. They align their thoughts, emotions, and actions with the cosmic forces that govern abundance. The poor see money as something outside themselves, something to be chased, something to be earned through struggle, something that exists in limited quantities. This fundamental misunderstanding has kept you trapped in financial limitation. But that ends today, because what you are about to learn will shatter every false belief about money that has held you back. It will reveal the true nature of wealth. It will show you exactly how to harness the infinite energy of abundance that surrounds you right now. Are you ready to discover the most closely guarded secret of the ultra-wealthy? Are you prepared to learn what the financial elite have known for centuries? Then pay attention, because everything is about to change. I am Napoleon Hill. For 25 years, at the request of Andrew Carnegie, I dedicated my life to studying the methods and principles used by more than 500 of America's most successful individuals. Carnegie introduced me to Henry Ford, who shared with me the secret of his automotive empire. I spent countless hours with Thomas Edison, who revealed to me the mental principles behind his 1,000 inventions. I studied under Charles M. Schwab, who taught me how he multiplied his wealth beyond imagination. John D. Rockefeller opened his personal files to me. Theodore Roosevelt shared his strategies for wielding power. F.W. Woolworth explained how he built his retail dynasty from nothing. These men did not achieve success by accident. They did not stumble upon wealth through luck or circumstance. They discovered and applied specific principles, natural laws, cosmic forces that govern the creation and accumulation of riches, and every single one of them understood this fundamental truth. Money is energy, and energy responds to definite, directed thought. This is not theory I learned in school. This is not speculation I developed in isolation. This is proven principle, tested and validated by the most successful individuals in modern history. When Carnegie first approached me with this assignment, he said, "Napoleon, the principles of success are as exact as the principles of chemistry or physics. They can be learned, they can be applied, they can be taught to anyone willing to follow them precisely." He was right. What I discovered during those 25 years of research has transformed the lives of millions. It has created more millionaires than any other philosophy in history. It has revealed the hidden mechanisms by which thoughts become things, how desires become reality, how poverty consciousness transforms into wealth consciousness. And at the core of every discovery, behind every principle, beneath every strategy, lies this one inescapable truth. Money is energy, and you are about to learn how to master it. This is law, not theory. This is science, not speculation. This is the way the universe works. Whether you understand it or not, whether you believe it or not, whether you apply it or not. Let me tell you where you are right now and why you're listening to these words. You are tired of struggling, exhausted from the constant worry about bills, about debt, about never having enough. You work hard, perhaps harder than most, yet the financial results never match your efforts. You see others succeeding, apparently with ease, while you remain trapped in cycles of limitation. You watch as opportunities pass you by, as others seem to attract money effortlessly, while you continue to experience the pain of financial stress. Late at night, when the world is quiet and your mind is racing, you wonder, why is money so difficult for me? Why do I always seem to be struggling? What am I doing wrong? You have been programmed for failure. From your earliest childhood, you absorbed the poverty consciousness that surrounds most of humanity. You learned that money is scarce, that you must work hard to earn it, that wealthy people are somehow different from you. Your parents, well-meaning as they were, likely passed down to you the same financial limitations that had been passed down to them. Money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are greedy. We can't afford that. Money is the root of all evil. Every one of these statements created an energetic block in your subconscious mind. Every limitation they expressed became a limitation in your own thinking. Every fear they harbored about money became a fear that now controls your financial reality. Your education system reinforced these limitations. You were taught to be an employee, to work for others, to trade your time for money. You were never taught that money is energy, that wealth is a state of consciousness, that abundance is your natural birthright. Society programmed you to believe in financial struggle. The media fills your mind with stories of economic hardship, of job insecurity, of financial crisis. Banks teach you to be grateful for small percentages of return on your savings, while they multiply your money many times over for their own profit. You have been conditioned to think small, to accept limitation, to settle for less than you truly desire. And all the while, the energy of infinite abundance flows around you, through you, waiting for you to recognize it, to align with it, to allow it into your experience. But your poverty consciousness blocks this flow like a dam blocks a river. Every time you think I can't afford it, you send out an energetic signal that repels money. Every time you worry about lack, you magnetize more lack into your experience. Every time you focus on what you don't have, you create more of what you don't have. You have been unconsciously programming yourself for financial limitation. Your thoughts about money, your emotions about wealth, your beliefs about abundance, all of these create an energetic vibration that determines your financial reality. Right now, your energetic vibration is attracting exactly what you're experiencing financially. If you're struggling, it's because your consciousness is aligned with struggle. If you're limited, it's because your thinking is aligned with limitation. This is not your fault. You were never taught the truth about money's energetic nature. You were never shown how to align your consciousness with abundance. You were never given the tools to transform your financial reality from the inside out. But ignorance of natural law does not exempt you from its effects. The law of attraction operates whether you understand it or not. The principle of energetic alignment functions regardless of your awareness. The cosmic forces that govern wealth creation are working in your life right now, creating exactly what your consciousness is programmed to create. until today, because what you're about to discover will change everything. It will reveal the hidden mechanisms that have kept you trapped in financial limitation. It will show you exactly how to reprogram your consciousness for wealth, how to align your energy with abundance, how to become a magnet for money. Are you ready to break free from the poverty programming that has controlled your financial life? Are you prepared to discover why money has been so difficult and how to make it easy? Then listen carefully to what I'm about to reveal. The hidden law of energetic wealth. Now I will reveal to you the principle that builds fortunes, the secret, the 1% know, the law that governs all wealth creation. Money is energy, and like all energy, it flows according to specific laws. When you understand these laws and align yourself with them, money flows to you as naturally as water flows downhill. When you violate these laws or remain ignorant of them, you create resistance that blocks the flow of abundance. The first law is this: energy follows thought. Your thoughts about money, your mental images of wealth, your emotional responses to abundance, all of these create an energetic pattern that the universe must match. This is not metaphysical speculation. This is cosmic law, as exact and reliable as the law of gravity. Thomas Edison discovered this principle when he created his first invention. He told me personally, "Napoleon, I never work on anything I cannot first see clearly in my mind. The invention exists in thought before it exists in reality. Money comes to me because I first create the mental equivalent of wealth." This is why Edison became a millionaire while other inventors remained poor. He understood that money is energy, that thoughts are things, that the physical world reflects the mental world with mathematical precision. The principle that builds fortunes. Henry Ford applied this same principle when he created the automobile industry. When I asked him about his secret to accumulating vast wealth, he said, "Napoleon, I see money as energy in motion. When I align my thinking with abundance, when I feel wealthy in my mind and emotions, the universe has no choice but to deliver wealth to me." Ford understood that money responds to consciousness like metal responds to magnetism. When your consciousness is aligned with wealth, you become a magnet for money. When your consciousness is aligned with poverty, you repel the very abundance you seek. This is why some people seem to attract money effortlessly while others struggle despite their best efforts. It's not about working harder, it's about aligning your energy with abundance. Charles M. Schwab proved this principle when he transformed a small steel company into one of the largest corporations in America. He told me, "Napoleon, money is simply energy that has taken physical form. When I think wealthy thoughts, when I feel abundant emotions, when I act from abundance rather than lack, I become a channel for wealth energy to flow through me. The secret? The 1% know. But the wealthy know what the masses do not. Money is attracted to those who understand its energetic nature and align themselves accordingly. This is why the rich get richer while the poor get poorer. It's not because of some external advantage or unfair system. It's because the wealthy operate from an abundance consciousness that magnetizes more abundance, while the poor operate from a poverty consciousness that magnetizes more poverty, while the poor operate from a poverty consciousness that magnetizes more poverty. Let me tell you about a man I once knew who proved this principle beyond all doubt. His name was Edwin Barnes, and when he first walked into Thomas Edison's laboratory, he had nothing but the desire to become Edison's business partner. He was broke, unknown, with no education or connections. But he had something more powerful than money, a definite chief aim aligned with wealth consciousness. Barnes didn't ask for a job. He didn't plead for charity. He declared his intention to become Edison's partner and aligned his entire being with that reality. He felt it, thought it, lived it, breathed it. Edison hired him as a floor sweeper, but Barnes maintained his millionaire consciousness even while performing menial tasks. He knew that money is energy, that his current circumstances were temporary, that his consciousness would eventually create the reality he desired. Within 5 years, Barnes became Edison's partner and accumulated a fortune that lasted his lifetime. This was not luck. This was not coincidence. This was the precise application of energetic law. Barnes understood that money responds to definite purpose backed by burning desire. He aligned his consciousness with wealth maintained that alignment despite appearances, and allowed the universe to arrange circumstances to match his mental state. This is how money works. This is how wealth is created. This is how abundance flows into human experience. The universe operates through energy, and money is simply energy that has taken the form of currency. When you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with abundance, when you maintain wealth consciousness, regardless of current circumstances, when you operate from definite purpose backed by faith, you become a magnet for money. This is not theory. This is law. This is the way wealthy people think, feel, and operate. This is why they accumulate riches while others struggle in limitation. And now, you're going to learn exactly how to apply this principle in your own life. You're going to discover the specific steps that transform poverty consciousness into wealth consciousness, that align your energy with abundance, that make you a magnet for money. But first, you must understand that this principle requires absolute faith and unwavering application. You cannot apply it halfway and expect full results. You cannot doubt its effectiveness and simultaneously benefit from its power. Money is energy, and energy responds only to those who understand and respect its laws. Are you ready to learn those laws? Are you prepared to transform your consciousness and your financial reality? Then pay close attention to what comes next. The practical method. Step 1. Define your wealth energy frequency. The first step in attracting money is to establish your definite chief aim regarding wealth. This is not a wish, not a hope, not a vague desire. This is a precise, specific, measurable financial goal that becomes the focal point of your consciousness. This statement becomes your wealth frequency. Just as a radio must be tuned to a specific frequency to receive a signal, your consciousness must be tuned to a specific wealth frequency to attract money energy. John D. Rockefeller applied this principle when he declared at age 23, "I will accumulate $1 million before I die." This was an astronomical sum at that time, but Rockefeller aligned his consciousness with this frequency and maintained that alignment until the universe delivered. Say this aloud now. I am the master of my financial destiny. Money energy flows to me easily and abundantly. Repeat this affirmation every morning upon awakening and every evening before sleep. Feel the truth of these words. Embody the energy of wealth as you speak them. Step 2. Eliminate poverty consciousness. Money energy cannot flow through a consciousness contaminated with poverty thinking. You must identify and eliminate every thought, emotion, and belief that blocks abundance. The 6 enemies of wealth consciousness are fear of poverty, the belief that there is not enough money to go around; fear of criticism, worrying what others will think of your success, worrying what others will think of your success; doubt, questioning whether you deserve wealth; procrastination, delaying action on wealth-building activities; negative emotions, anger, resentment, or envy toward wealthy people; limiting beliefs, money is evil, rich people are greedy, I'm not smart enough. Each of these creates energetic static that interferes with your ability to attract money. You must consciously reject these thoughts whenever they arise and replace them with their opposite. Write this down now. I release all poverty consciousness from my mind. I embrace my natural right to abundance. Andrew Carnegie told me, Napoleon, the mind that is filled with thoughts of poverty cannot simultaneously attract wealth. You must choose poverty consciousness or wealth consciousness. You cannot have both. Step 3. Create wealth energy through visualization. Every morning and evening, spend exactly 17 minutes in wealth visualization. This is not daydreaming. This is scientific mental programming designed to align your subconscious mind with abundance. Close your eyes and visualize yourself already in possession of your definite chief aim. See the exact amount in your bank account. Feel the emotions of financial freedom. Experience the satisfaction of abundant wealth. Make this visualization as real as possible. Engage all your senses. What do you see, hear, feel, smell, taste in your wealthy reality? Thomas Edison practiced this technique before creating every invention. He told me, Napoleon, I always see the completed invention before I begin building it. The physical creation is simply the universe matching what I have already created in mind. Say this aloud now. I see myself wealthy. I feel myself abundant. I know myself prosperous. Step 4, transmute energy through auto-suggestion. Your subconscious mind accepts as fact whatever you repeat with emotion and conviction. Use auto-suggestion to program wealth consciousness deep into your mental computer. Create wealth affirmations that resonate with your soul. Money comes to me easily and frequently. I am a magnet for abundance and prosperity. Wealth flows to me from multiple sources. I deserve unlimited financial success. The universe provides for all my needs abundantly. Repeat these affirmations with deep emotion and absolute conviction. Feel the truth of each statement as you speak it. Your subconscious mind will accept these suggestions and begin attracting circumstances to match them. Charles M. Schwab used this method to multiply his income from $24,000 to over $1,000 per year. He told me, "Napoleon, I programmed my mind for wealth through repetition of positive suggestions, and the universe had no choice but to deliver." Write this down now. I am programming my subconscious mind for unlimited wealth and abundance. Step 5, align your actions with wealth energy. Energy without action is wasted potential. You must align your daily activities with your wealth consciousness to create physical momentum toward your financial goals. Ask yourself these questions every morning. What wealthy actions will I take today? How can I serve others in a way that creates value? What opportunities can I recognize and act upon? How can I invest my time in wealth-building activities? Wealthy people think differently, speak differently, and act differently than poor people. They invest their time in activities that multiply their money rather than just earning it. They create systems that generate passive income. They focus on opportunities rather than obstacles. Henry Ford built his fortune by aligning every action with his definite chief aim of creating affordable transportation for the masses. Every decision, every activity, every conversation moved him closer to that goal. Say this aloud now. I align all my actions with my wealth consciousness. I act like the wealthy person I am becoming. Step 6, create wealth energy through service. Money is attracted to those who provide value to others. The more people you serve, the more value you create, the more wealth energy flows back to you. This is cosmic law. Energy given returns multiplied. When you focus solely on getting money, you create resistance. When you focus on giving value and serving others, money flows to you naturally as a byproduct of your service. Identify how your unique talents, skills, and knowledge can solve problems for others. Create products, services, or solutions that improve people's lives. The universe rewards value creation with financial abundance. J.C. Penney built his retail empire on this principle. He told me, "Napoleon, I discovered that the more people I served with quality products at fair prices, the more money flowed back to me. Wealth is the natural result of service." Write this down now. I create wealth by serving others with excellence and integrity. Step 7, maintain wealth energy through gratitude. Gratitude is the highest vibration in the universe. When you feel truly grateful for money, for abundance, for wealth in all its forms, you magnetize more of what you appreciate. Every day, write down 5 things you're grateful for regarding money and abundance. Include small things, the coffee you bought, the roof over your head, the clothes you wear, the food you eat. This programs your consciousness to recognize abundance that already exists in your life. When you appreciate what you have, you attract more to appreciate. Gratitude also keeps you in receiving mode. Complaint and criticism block the flow of abundance. Appreciation and thankfulness open the channels for more wealth energy to flow. Say this aloud now. I am grateful for all the abundance in my life. I appreciate money, and money appreciates me. These 7 steps, when applied consistently and with unwavering faith, will transform your financial reality. They align your consciousness with wealth energy, remove blocks to abundance, and make you a magnet for money. But remember, this is not a one-time exercise. This is a daily practice. Wealth consciousness must be maintained through constant vigilance and continuous application. Money is energy, and energy requires motion to remain powerful. Keep your wealth consciousness active through daily practice of these principles. Now, let me address the fears and doubts that may be arising in your mind. Destroying the objections. I know what you're thinking right now. I can sense the doubts, the fears, the objections rising in your mind. This is natural. This is expected. This is why most people remain poor despite learning these principles. Let me destroy these limitations before they destroy your opportunity for wealth. The fear of poverty. But Napoleon, you're thinking, what if this doesn't work? What if I try these principles and still remain poor? What if I'm different? What if I'm the exception? Listen to me carefully. The fear of poverty is the most destructive emotion known to humanity. It paralyzes action, destroys faith, and guarantees the very poverty you fear. This fear has been programmed into your subconscious mind by a society that profits from your limitation. Banks want you fearful, so you'll accept low returns. Employers want you fearful, so you'll accept low wages. The system wants you fearful, so you'll remain dependent. But fear is just false evidence appearing real. The truth is this: there is no scarcity in the universe. There is enough wealth energy to supply every human being with abundance beyond imagination. The only scarcity exists in consciousness, in thinking, in belief. But when you apply these principles with faith and persistence, success is inevitable. It is cosmic law. It is universal principle. It cannot fail because the universe itself guarantees its operation. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before perfecting the light bulb. Did he fear poverty? No. He understood that every failure brought him closer to success. He maintained his wealth consciousness despite temporary setbacks. Your fear of poverty is keeping you poor. Release it now. Replace it with faith in abundance, trust in universal law, confidence in your ability to attract wealth, the fear of criticism. But what will people think if I start talking about attracting wealth? What if they judge me for wanting money? What if they say I'm being greedy or materialistic? This fear has destroyed more potential millionaires than all other causes combined. The opinions of others have no power over your financial reality unless you give them that power. The people criticizing your desire for wealth are the same people struggling financially. The individuals questioning your ambition are the same individuals trapped in limitation. Why would you allow their poverty consciousness to influence your abundance consciousness? Here's the truth about critics. They criticize in others what they fear to attempt themselves. They project their own limitations onto your possibilities. They try to keep you at their level so they don't feel bad about their own lack of achievement. Henry Ford was criticized for wanting to build affordable automobiles. They said it was impossible, impractical, doomed to failure. He ignored them and created one of the largest fortunes in history. John D. Rockefeller was criticized for his ambitious goals. They called him a dreamer, unrealistic, too aggressive. He ignored them and became the richest man in America. The opinions of unsuccessful people have no value regarding success. Only take advice from those who have achieved what you want to achieve. Remember, there is nothing spiritual about poverty. There is nothing noble about limitation. There is nothing virtuous about struggle. Money is energy, and energy is neutral. It's how you use money that determines its value. When you attract wealth through these principles, you can use that wealth to serve others, to create solutions, to make the world better. The fear of ill health. But what if pursuing wealth damages my health? What if the stress of ambition makes me sick? What if I sacrifice my well-being for money? This is backwards thinking based on poverty consciousness. Wealth consciousness improves health rather than damaging it. When you align with abundance, when you follow your definite chief aim, when you operate from purpose rather than desperation, you feel more energized, more vital, more alive. Poverty creates more stress than wealth. Financial worry destroys health faster than any ambition. Limitation generates more anxiety than abundance. When you have wealth, you have options. You can afford the best health care, the best nutrition, the best environment for well-being. You can invest in your health rather than neglecting it due to financial constraints. Charles M. Schwab told me, Napoleon, my health improved dramatically when I aligned with wealth consciousness. I had more energy, better sleep, and greater vitality because I was living my purpose rather than settling for limitation. Poverty is the real health destroyer. Wealth consciousness enhances every aspect of your life, including your physical well-being. The fear of loss of love. But what if pursuing wealth changes me? What if I become different? What if people stop loving me because I'm successful? Anyone who would stop loving you because you become successful never truly loved you in the first place. They loved your limitation because it made them feel better about their own. True love supports growth, celebrates success, encourages abundance. If someone tries to keep you poor, to keep you close, they don't love you, they fear you. When you become wealthy, you attract people who appreciate success, who support abundance, who celebrate achievement. You also have the resources to help those you care about, rather than always needing help yourself. Wealth enhances relationships rather than destroying them. It provides the foundation for greater generosity, deeper service, more meaningful contribution. The people worth keeping in your life will celebrate your success. The others will reveal their true nature and remove themselves. The fear of old age. But what if I'm too old to build wealth? What if I've missed my opportunity? What if it's too late for me? This is perhaps the most tragic limitation of all. Age has nothing to do with wealth consciousness. These principles work regardless of your chronological age. Colonel Sanders was 65 when he built his Kentucky Fried Chicken empire. Laura Ingalls Wilder was 65 when she published her first Little House book. Frank Lloyd Wright designed some of his greatest architectural masterpieces in his 80s. Age is a state of mind, not a limitation of time. When you align with wealth consciousness, you tap into infinite intelligence that transcends physical limitations. Your experience, your knowledge, your wisdom, these are advantages, not disadvantages. You understand life in ways that younger people cannot. You have perspective that creates clarity. Use your age as an asset, not an excuse. Let your experience guide your application of these principles. Trust your wisdom to recognize opportunities that others might miss. The fear of death. But what's the point of building wealth if I'm just going to die anyway? Why pursue money when it can't be taken with me? This question reveals a fundamental misunderstanding of wealth's true purpose. You don't build wealth just for yourself. You build it to contribute, to serve, to leave a legacy. Money is energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. The wealth you create during your lifetime continues to serve others after you're gone. It funds scholarships, supports charities, creates opportunities for future generations. Moreover, the person you become while building wealth, the character you develop, the wisdom you gain, these transcend physical death. You become a different person through the process of aligning with abundance. Andrew Carnegie understood this. He said, Napoleon, I'm not building wealth just to have money. I'm building wealth to demonstrate what's possible, to prove that anyone can rise above their circumstances, to leave a blueprint for others to follow. These fears are not your thoughts. They are the thoughts of poverty consciousness trying to maintain its grip on your mind. They are the thoughts of limitation trying to prevent your expansion into abundance. Reject them, replace them, release them. Choose faith over fear. Choose abundance over limitation. Choose wealth consciousness over poverty consciousness. The universe is waiting to deliver the wealth you desire. Your fears are the only obstacles standing in the way. Remove those obstacles now. Immediate action. Do not wait until tomorrow. Do not postpone your transformation until next week. Do not delay your alignment with wealth consciousness until conditions are perfect. Every day you delay is a day of abundance lost forever. Right now, in this moment, you have everything you need to begin attracting wealth energy. You have a mind capable of thought. You have emotions capable of feeling. You have a body capable of action. This is enough. This is sufficient. This is all the wealthy ever had when they started their journey from limitation to abundance. Your immediate action steps. First, write down your definite chief aim regarding wealth. Be specific. Be precise. Be measurable. This written statement becomes your contract with the universe, your agreement with infinite intelligence, your commitment to abundance. Do this now, not later, not tomorrow, and now. Feel the power of this statement as you write it. Sense the energy of abundance flowing through these words. This is not wishful thinking. This is scientific programming of your subconscious mind. Second, Speak your wealth affirmations aloud with conviction and emotion. Do not whisper them. Do not mumble them. Declare them with the authority of someone who knows their worth. I am a magnet for money and abundance. Wealth flows to me easily and effortlessly. I deserve unlimited financial success. Money energy is attracted to my consciousness. Say these now. Feel them as you speak them. Let them resonate through your entire being. Third, begin your wealth visualization immediately. Close your eyes and see yourself already wealthy. Feel the emotions of financial freedom. Experience the satisfaction of abundance. This is not pretending. This is creating the mental equivalent that the universe must match. This is programming your consciousness for wealth. Spend at least 5 minutes in this visualization right now. Make it as real as possible. Engage all your senses. Live in your wealthy reality. Fourth, identify one wealth-building action you can take today. This could be researching an investment opportunity, starting a side business, learning a valuable skill, networking with successful people, reading a book about money, creating a budget or financial plan. Do not overwhelm yourself with massive action. Take one step. Begin the momentum. Start the energy flowing. Fifth, express gratitude for the abundance already in your life. Right now, write down 5 things you're grateful for regarding money and wealth. This could be as simple as the money in your wallet, your ability to earn income, a roof over your head, food on your table, clothes on your body. Gratitude aligns you with abundance consciousness immediately. It shifts your energy from lack to appreciation, from scarcity to sufficiency. The cost of delay. Let me tell you what happens when you postpone this transformation. Every day you remain in poverty consciousness, you repel wealth opportunities. Every day you maintain limitation thinking. You block abundance from flowing into your experience. Every day you delay alignment with these principles. You remain trapped in financial struggle. The wealthy understand urgency. They recognize opportunity. They act immediately when presented with proven principles. John D. Rockefeller didn't wait for perfect conditions to begin building his empire. Henry Ford didn't postpone his automobile vision until he had more resources. Thomas Edison didn't delay his inventions until he felt completely ready. They started where they were, with what they had, using what they knew. You have more resources than they had when they started. You have more education, more information, more opportunities. You have access to these principles that took me 25 years to discover. But resources mean nothing without action. Knowledge means nothing without application. Principles mean nothing without practice. The universal response. The moment you begin applying these principles, the instant you align your consciousness with wealth, the universe begins rearranging circumstances to match your new mental state. This is not mystical speculation. This is natural law. Energy seeks its own level. Consciousness creates its equivalent. Thoughts become things. You will begin noticing opportunities you never saw before. You will start meeting people who can help your wealth journey. You will discover resources that were always available but invisible to your poverty consciousness. This is how the universe works. This is how abundance flows. This is how money energy responds to aligned consciousness. But it only works when you work. It only functions when you function. It only responds when you respond. The universe is waiting for your signal. Your definite chief aim is that signal. Your wealth consciousness is that frequency. Your aligned action is that momentum. Send the signal now. Do not read these words and do nothing. Do not nod in agreement and return to limitation. Do not understand intellectually but fail to apply practically. The difference between the wealthy and the poor is not knowledge, it's application. The wealthy apply what they learn immediately. The poor postpone application indefinitely. Which will you choose? The time for hesitation is over. The time for doubt is finished. The time for delay has ended. The time is now. Begin your transformation this moment. Start your wealth consciousness immediately. Align with abundance today. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make right now. Your financial destiny is determined by the actions you take in the next few minutes. Choose wealth. Choose abundance. Choose to begin. Vision of the future. The day will come when you look back on this moment this decision, this choice to align with wealth consciousness, and you will recognize it as the turning point that changed everything. Let me paint for you a picture of your abundant future. 6 months from now, you will begin noticing the first signs of transformation. Money opportunities that were previously invisible will become obvious. People will begin approaching you with proposals, partnerships, possibilities. Your income will start increasing through channels you never expected. You will feel different. Your energy will be higher. Your confidence will be stronger. Your entire relationship with money will have shifted from fear to faith, from scarcity to abundance, from struggle to flow. 1 year from now, the changes will be undeniable. Your bank account will reflect your new consciousness. Your lifestyle will begin matching your wealth visualization. Others will ask you what happened, how you changed, what secret you discovered. You will understand that it wasn't luck, it wasn't coincidence, it was the precise application of universal law. You will know that money truly is energy, and you learned how to align with its flow. 3 years from now, you will be living the reality you're visualizing today. The amount you wrote down as your definite chief aim will seem small compared to what you've actually attracted. You will have discovered that wealth consciousness has no limits, that abundance has no ceiling, that prosperity has no boundaries. People will study your success. They will want to know your methods. They will ask for your advice. You will become a living example of these principles in action. 5 years from now, you will realize that money was never the real goal. The person you became while attracting wealth, the character you developed, the wisdom you gained, the contribution you made, these will be the true treasures. You will use your wealth to serve others. You will create opportunities for those who are where you once were. You will become a channel through which abundance flows to benefit many. The feelings of wealth. Feel for a moment what it will be like when money is no longer a source of stress in your life. Wake up each morning with excitement rather than anxiety. Check your bank account with anticipation rather than dread. Make decisions based on desire rather than limitation. Walk into any store and buy what you want without checking the price. Travel anywhere you choose without worrying about cost. Help others without depleting your own resources. Sleep peacefully each night knowing your financial future is secure. Dream dreams that aren't constrained by money limitations. Plan projects that serve your highest purpose. This is not fantasy. This is the reality that wealth consciousness creates. This is the life that awaits those who align with abundance. You will feel proud of what you've accomplished through your own efforts and aligned thinking. You will feel grateful for the abundance that flows through your life and touches others. You will feel peaceful knowing that you understand how money works and how to create it at will. You will feel powerful because you've mastered one of the most important skills in life. You will feel purposeful because your wealth enables you to serve at a higher level. With the ripple effect, your transformation will influence everyone around you. Your family will benefit from your abundance. Your friends will be inspired by your success. Your community will profit from your contribution. Children will look to you as an example of what's possible. They will see that ordinary people can create extraordinary wealth through the application of natural principles. Your success will give others permission to pursue their own abundance. Your wealth consciousness will raise the financial vibration of everyone in your sphere of influence. This is how abundance spreads. This is how prosperity multiplies. This is how wealth consciousness transforms entire communities. 10 years from now, you will look back on this moment with deep gratitude. You will remember the day you learned that money is energy, the day you aligned with abundance, the day you chose wealth consciousness over poverty limitation. You will see clearly how every challenge you faced led to greater wisdom, how every setback taught you valuable lessons, how every obstacle strengthened your faith in these principles. You will understand that your journey from limitation to abundance was not just about money, it was about becoming who you were meant to be. It was about fulfilling your highest potential. It was about serving your greatest purpose. 20 years from now, your legacy will be established. The wealth you created will continue serving others long after you're gone. The principles you applied will be teaching future generations. The example you set will inspire countless individuals to pursue their own abundance. This is the future that awaits you. This is the destiny that calls you. This is the reality that these principles create. But it all begins with a decision, a choice, a commitment. It begins with this moment, with these words, with your willingness to believe that money is energy, that wealth is consciousness, that abundance is your birthright. Your wealthy future is waiting. Every day of abundance, every moment of financial freedom, every experience of prosperity is already prepared for you. You simply need to align your consciousness to receive it. The question is, will you? Will you choose the path of abundance over the path of limitation? Will you apply these principles or return to old patterns? Will you become the wealthy person you're capable of becoming? Your future self already knows the answer. They're waiting for you to catch up to the reality they're living. The time has come to meet them. We have come to the end of this instruction, but this is truly the beginning of your wealth journey. Everything you need to transform your financial reality has been revealed to you. The principles are clear. The method is precise. The path is illuminated. Money is energy. This truth will revolutionize your relationship with wealth. When you understand that money responds to consciousness, that abundance flows according to universal law, that wealth is attracted to aligned thinking, everything changes. Let me remind you of the key principles that will guide your transformation. First, establish your definite chief aim with precision and write it down. This becomes your energetic frequency for attracting wealth. Second, eliminate poverty consciousness from your mind through constant vigilance and replacement with abundance thinking. Third, program your subconscious mind through visualization, affirmation, and auto-suggestion until wealth consciousness becomes automatic. Fourth, align your daily actions with your wealthy identity. Think like the rich, feel like the prosperous, act like the abundant. Fifth, serve others with excellence and create value in the marketplace. Money flows to those who solve problems and meet needs. Sixth, maintain wealth consciousness through gratitude, faith, and persistent application of these principles. Seventh, overcome all fears that block abundance by replacing them with their opposite emotions and beliefs. These principles have created more millionaires than any other philosophy in history. They transformed my life and the lives of millions who applied them faithfully. But principles without application are useless. Knowledge without action is powerless. Understanding without implementation creates nothing. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is simple. The successful apply what they learn immediately. Your immediate commitments. Right now, before you close this instruction or move to something else, you must make these commitments. Commit 1. Subscribe to this channel immediately and ring the notification bell. The principles shared here are not available anywhere else in this complete form. These teachings will be your ongoing education in wealth consciousness. Do not allow yourself to forget what you've learned today. Commit 2. Comment "I am ready" below this video. This public declaration creates accountability and sends a signal to the universe that you're serious about your transformation. The act of writing these words aligns your energy with wealth consciousness. Commit 3. Share this instruction with someone who needs to hear it. When you give these principles to others, you deepen your own understanding and attract more abundance into your experience. Wealth consciousness multiplies when shared. Commit 4. Listen to this instruction again within 24 hours. This is not a video you watch once and forget. This is a blueprint, a manual, a guide that you return to repeatedly until these principles become part of your being. Commit 5. Begin applying these principles immediately. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Do not postpone until tomorrow. Start today with whatever resources you have available. More importantly, apply it now while the energy is high and your motivation is strong. The universe has arranged circumstances to bring you to this instruction at this exact moment. This is not coincidence. This is not accident. This is cosmic orchestration designed to transform your financial destiny. But the universe cannot force you to apply what you've learned. It cannot compel you to change your consciousness. It cannot make you wealthy against your will. That choice is yours alone. The final truth. 25 years of research, 500 successful individuals studied, millions of lives transformed. All of this knowledge has led to one inescapable conclusion. Wealth is a choice, not a lucky break. not a special advantage, not a random occurrence, a choice. The choice to align your consciousness with abundance rather than limitation. The choice to apply proven principles rather than hope for miracles. The choice to become wealthy rather than remain poor. You now have everything you need to make that choice effectively. You understand that money is energy. You know how to align with its flow. You possess the specific steps that create wealth. The only question remaining is, what will you choose? Will you choose to implement these principles and transform your financial reality? Or will you choose to return to old patterns and remain where you are? Will you choose wealth consciousness and abundant living? Or will you choose poverty consciousness and financial struggle? Your choice in the next few minutes will determine your financial destiny for years to come. This is your moment. This is your opportunity. This is your invitation to join the ranks of the financially successful. The wealthy are not special people with unique advantages. They are ordinary individuals who learned and applied the principles you now possess. You have the same principles. You have the same opportunity. You have the same potential. The only difference will be your choice to use them. The universe is waiting for your signal. Your financial future is waiting for your decision. Your abundant life is waiting for your commitment. Send that signal now. Make that decision today. Create that commitment immediately. Your journey from limitation to abundance begins with your next thought, your next feeling, your next action. Make that thought abundant. Make that feeling wealthy. Make that action aligned with prosperity. The time is now. Your wealth consciousness begins this moment. Your abundant future starts today. I am Napoleon Hill, and I declare, you are destined for wealth. You are designed for abundance. You are capable of attracting unlimited prosperity. This is not a video. This is a blueprint. Return to it often. Apply it consistently. Share it generously. Your wealth depends on it. Now go forth and claim your birthright. The money energy of the universe awaits your alignment. Align yourself now.